The ghostly silence of Pripyat serves as a haunting reminder of a day that changed the course of history forever. Where joy once rose into the sky, now only rust descends. A structure built with hope, now hollowed by tragedy. Once a symbol of community and life, now a skeleton of silence. As we move through the crumbling remains, distant memories stir, where children once ran free and joy filled the air. Once filled with laughter and light, now it creaks only in the wind, a monument to joy forever interrupted. Silence settled where life once thrived. Once alive with joy, they now drift quietly in the stillness. Every step through the deserted streets reveals fragments of lives abruptly halted. In a single moment, a reactor exploded, normal life was replaced with panic, fire, radiation, and invisible death. And then, nature began its relentless takeover, reclaiming what humanity had built. Slowly, relentlessly, nature erases the footprints of the past. The stark contrast between nature's resilience and the remnants of human ambition reminds us of our vulnerabilities in the face of error. Once bustling with life and hope, Chernobyl now lies in eerie stillness, its only witnesses the trees and the wildlife thriving in this forsaken place. Time stands still here. Laughter once echoed through these streets, now, only the wind remembers their names. Nature walks freely now, weaving its way through hollow buildings and forgotten dreams. What remains is not just silence, but the haunting weight of what once was, and what can never be again. The abandoned playgrounds and crumbling buildings are once destined for laughter and joy, now rusts in silence, frozen in time, a relic of innocence lost overnight. From above, the city tells a quiet story, of lives uprooted, of dreams abandoned, and of a silence that still echoes through every empty street. The laughter once promised by these rides was silenced before it ever began, frozen in time, waiting for a joy that never came. This is not just a tale of disaster. It is a crucial lesson in safety, transparency, and respect for the forces we seek to harness. Nature's reclamation of Pripyat does not erase the pain of those who once called it home. In the thickets, pieces of their lives linger, swings that sway gently in the breeze, rusted bicycles tipped over, faded. Murals of happier times now obscured by vines. Each of these remnants speaks of family gatherings, laughter, and dreams. And yet, they lie beneath the shadow of loss. While nature can heal, it cannot restore what was lost. Survivors of Chernobyl share their harrowing tales. Sudden evacuations. Frantic phone calls. confusion and fear. Over 49,000 residents of Pripyat were evacuated within hours. No one was told the full truth, only that it was temporary. They left with a suitcase and hope, never knowing they were escaping the worst nuclear disaster in history. They watched the city they loved transform into a ghostly shell. Families torn apart. Lives forever changed. Each voice echoes a universal truth, the fragility of life and the unseen consequences of our actions. Even in their separation and sorrow, survivors found strength in one another. Support networks formed, sagging under grief, but held up by shared resilience. Once echoing with laughter and songs, these cottages now wear fading colors and forgotten cartoon faces, silent witnesses to a childhood that never returned. They whispered tales of happier times. They dreamed of futures they were determined to rebuild. In tragedy, they found community. The echoes of Chernobyl still resonate, not just through its streets, but in the hearts of those who survived. Grief, sorrow, and fear mix with courage and hope. Some transformed their trauma into activism. Others into remembrance. They remind us that healing is possible, even if the scars remain. The legacy of Chernobyl endures as a warning. A call to respect the forces we command. A testament to the resilience of the human spirit. From the silence, the survivors speak. They rebuild, remember, and rise. In the shadow of disaster, hope continues to flicker. In memory of the victims of Chernobyl, may their lives never be forgotten, and their stories never go unheard. Let us never forget what happened on that day, when silence followed catastrophe, and the cost of human error was paid in lives, sorrow, and a scar that still echoes through time. Today, Chernobyl is visited by over 70,000 people each year, not out of curiosity alone, but to witness a haunting chapter of our shared history. The silence here speaks louder than words, a solemn reminder of what was lost, and a warning of what must never be repeated. Thank you for watching History Unhidden. Their voices may be silent, but their stories still echo. Subscribe to History Unhidden, and make sure they're never forgotten.